Hello and welcome to the Fortress at Centennial High School. Brian Zwerner here with my esteemed colleague Kyle Sandy. And Kyle, we are in for a whopper. We've got one of the top lacrosse teams in the state here, the Centennial Knights. What are we looking for tonight?
This is going to be a good one. We got Centennial hosting Northview. If you look at the record, Centennial 13-1. Northview only 6-7, but Northview has played a great non-region schedule. And the one game I'm looking at to compare both of these teams played 14-0 Lambert, and Lambert is a powerhouse. And you would think, okay, let's see how it all stacks up. Northview, they got beat 14-3 at Lambert, but Centennial, their only loss of the season was 15-4, so both of these teams lost by 11 goals to Lambert. So Northview doesn't have the sexy record that Centennial does, but I don't think Northview is going to lay over and die when they got Ned Case coaching this team. Should be a good one.
Absolutely. Centennial comes into this game ranked number 3 in the state, first in the region, undefeated and unblemished here at the Fortress. They are one of the leading goal-scoring teams in the state, putting in nearly 18 goals a game. Northview brings a stout defense. Their goalie, Noah Johnson, signed to Coach Ned Case's alma mater, Lenora Ryan, and he saved 61% of the shots. He is going to have to be on point tonight because the ball's going to be coming. It's going to be coming from Nicky Solomon and Ryan Siracusa. Tell us what we know about these guys.
Yeah, Solomon, he is going to play in that Under Armour All-American game. He is big time. I heard he was committed to North Carolina before he even stepped foot on campus here at Centennial. So Nicky Solomon, he's got 50 goals, 63 assists, 113 points on the season. Ryan Siracusa going to Maryland, 45 goals, 24 assists, 69 points. So they have a high-powered offense. But again, we're looking at Northview. The most goals they've allowed on the season was 14 to Lambert. So Northview, they are going to be hanging their hat on some good defense. Now they're playing two of the top attackers in the state, but Northview, if they want to hang around in this game, it's going to have to be a lower-scoring game. They cannot let Centennial run wild.
Yeah, Northview's had a good record keeping people low on the scoreboard, only giving up about 7 goals a game. That would be well below Centennial's averages. Solomon, you mentioned, Siracusa, co-MVPs at the AJO4 Lax event just 2 weeks ago. They also bring a strong goaltending group in here, and it's going to be tough for these guys to get things going. We will pause for the national anthem. Everything is fired up here, Kyle. Even the national anthem played to rock and roll fun. It's going to be a big night for lacrosse tonight as the clock goes to 0. It is senior night here at the Fortress, and we will get an introduction of the 8 senior players on the Centennial team at the half. Face-off coming here shortly as the players huddle with the coaches. Coach Wallace from Centennial has been with this program for quite a while. 7th season, they won the state championship, Kyle, back in 2013. This team fell in the Final Four last year to Lambert, their one and only loss this year. Coach Ned Case over at Northview. Ned's been on the microphone with us a number of times, helping us out with the basketball season and other broadcasts. And Ned and his squad made it to the playoffs and fell in the Sweet 16 to Walton. So 2 playoff teams going at it here tonight, and it should be a good one. Players working their way out onto the field. We should have introductions in a moment. Outside of Syracuse and Solomon, other players, Kyle, that we're taking a watch for tonight from the Centennial Knights.
Got Colin Hall. He's a strong-looking scorer. He's got 43 goals, 22 assists. Senior captain Ben Shealy committed to play midfield over at North Greenville. He's a guy that can score the rock as well. So they got plenty of talented players. This is just an offensive onslaught. Ty Tom, Sam Rice, Jackson Cannett, a freshman who is one of the pride of the program, the next big thing, maybe one of those youngsters that's going to be here for 4 years, 4 very good years. But got to keep an eye on the goalie as well, Austin Hensel. You got to be able to stop some balls in net, and they have a good keeper as well. So I'm interested to see what Northview can do offensively. They're paced by Preston Rhodes and Parker Weiss, both with 21 goals on the season. They get some help from Sean Farrell and Zachary Clow. And Michael Paulo as well. Do they have enough offense to be able to stick with Centennial? Because you know Centennial, they're going to put the ball in the back of the net. Are they going to be able to keep pace if they fall behind early? Do they have that firepower?
One of the big keys for Centennial all season long is face-off man number 11, junior Caleb Sad. He's won 67% of these face-offs, and if he can control the ball at the start here and throughout the game, it's going to be a long night for Northview. Ball is bouncing around. Centennial in white, Northview in navy. Centennial going left to right, and they're going to set up behind the goal. And that is Jack back there, number 88. Working around, and everything's settled here. Swinging around to the far side. Centennial will set up the offense. We are underway in this start of this match between Centennial in white and the Northview Titans in navy. Working around, good shot in front of the goals. Bouncing back out, and a nice save to start the game there.
Yeah, Noah Johnson, he's tough in net, and he's already showing it off right there.
Nice little move, and another shot, and that one goes wide into the back. Solomon taking possession behind the X. He'll try to move around to the front, see if he can find anyone open in the middle. Solomon, 17, with the ball at the top. And that one is bouncing behind the net. Centennial will maintain control. Nope, it's going to go over to Northview. If you're Coach Case, you got to be happy. That first opportunity there, Centennial didn't really get a great look at it, and easily defended by your keeper. This offense pours in so much. You got to watch for these early goals to keep momentum. They got to keep this one close.
Yeah, when they get the ball on offense, they have to make the most of all their opportunities, find a way to put it in the net, and then again, if you got to park the bus, do the best you can defensively. Don't let this Knights team run wild.
Nice defensive play there, and Northview will look to clear. Slap that from behind. It's still maintaining possession, and Northview's going to get this thing out across midfield, it looks like. Going to be key for them to find some time on offense, Kyle.
Yes, got to have some ball possession. Don't want to be stuck on defense the entire time.
Yeah, moving around behind the goal now. Northview looks to set up. Number 10, Rhodes. That was the guy we were told to watch for tonight. Setting up at the top of the point there, trying to get things moving on the offensive side. He'll try to go to work here now. And I think it's not a bad strategy for Northview to slow this game a little bit down when they've got possession on the offensive side here.
Yeah, be very patient.
He's got an open shot here. Fires at goal, and it's wide left. Titans still working on the near sideline now. Trying to get it over to Rhodes. Rhodes swings it to the right. And that's an errant pass. They're going to lose possession here, I think.
Yeah, can't have unforced turnovers, especially against a team like this. You got to be able to make the most of everything and make them turn you over. Don't do it to yourself.
And keeper will try to set up the offense here. It's nice to see Northview bring a little bit of pressure, even trying to keep them from getting settled. But here we go, slicing through the defense. And that one's going to go wide. Solomon will set it up behind the goal now. Trying to get around to the front. Fires it, and that one's going to go wide.
Can already see why he's an All-American. Just tricky maneuvers, knows how to find the angles, get it off that stick, get it to the net. Hasn't been able to crack through yet, but he's going to be putting an onslaught on this keeper. And
that one's fired by the goaltender. Unassisted goal. Kyle, did you catch who that score was from?
That looked like it was number 13.
Ty Tom with the first goal of the game going to Centennial at the 8:41 mark. And this is what Northview's got to watch out for. Now we go back to the face-off here, and if they lose possession and let Centennial get rolling, this offense piled up 20 points in 5 games already this season, Kyle. Once they get going, they are hard to stop. Yeah,
I think Coach Case, I wouldn't be surprised if they're saying, hey, we'll live with other people beating us. Let's not let the superstars beat us. Let's see everyone else. I know they're a very balanced team, but I'll live with people other than Syracuse and Solomon putting it in the net.
Yeah, and that's another face-off that Northview maintained control of. So that's a critical thing for them. Centennials had great success on face-offs. Their man, number 11, Saad, with nearly 2/3 winning his face-offs, and that early possession critical for Northview. We got a timeout here by Coach Case and the Northview Titans. They'll look to reset here with 8:24 remaining. Centennial, the home team here, up 1-0. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Brian Zwerner and Kyle Sandy here tonight. We're excited to be here at the Fortress, the home of the Centennial Knights in beautiful Roswell, Georgia. It's a sunny, pretty night tonight, Kyle. We didn't have to worry about it being cold like we have in some of these games.
No, yes, this is great. Ideal weather. You know, once the sun goes down, it's every man for himself. It's kind of windy up here, so it's a nice breeze. But once that sun goes down, I expect the temperature to drop a little bit. But we see the breeze with that nice flag in the background. Oh, man, I'm happy to be here. And this is already looking like it's going to be a pretty good game as long as Northview can kind of control the pace. Don't let Centennial run wild. Keep it more of a low-scoring game. Easier said than done, but 1-0 on the scoreboard right now. Let's see what kind of adjustments Coach Case has coming out of the break.
Yeah, the one goal tonight by Ty Tom, a senior captain midfielder. Coach Wallace tells us he's got multiple offers to play at the collegiate level, and that is the case for many of these players on this Knights team. Knights squad led by Nicky Solomon, UNC commit, Ryan Syracuse, Maryland commit, and they are a high-scoring bunch. Northview to inbound. Northview in navy and Centennial in white. It's going to be Northview's ball coming in here. Off the timeout. And that is number 10, Preston Rhodes, taking up the left side. Looks like he's going to make a run at it, Kyle. Ooh. Oh, had a man in the front. Couldn't get it cleanly, but still maintains possession. Here comes a shot right at the goal. No good, and it's bouncing around to the far sideline. Wow, Kyle, that was a good opportunity for Northview right there, and just couldn't find the back of the net.
Yeah, Hensel turned that one away, but a nice little play right out of the timeout. Good look at it.
Yeah, they got what they wanted there, and just weren't able to find the net. Going to try to set up behind the X here now. That is number 4, Paolo, one of their captains, senior attackman. Working around to the far sideline. Back across to the middle to Rhodes. Northview working it on the far side again. Trying to find something in front of the goal.
Little pick and pop right there, just like basketball. On the turf, though.
Now Rhodes will take it back out, and for Northview, slowing this game down, limiting Centennial's possessions has got to be a key here. Rhodes looking to get something going. I think he's going to fire it from the middle. Fires, and he finds the back of the net. Great shot by Rhodes. Rhodes is finding opportunities early, Kyle. I like the way they're being aggressive out here.
That's his 22nd goal on the year, and Coach Case and company, they're going to have to rely on their veterans, and he knots it up at the 7:16 mark.
And we are tied up. The Centennial Knights coming to this game 13-1, ranked 3rd overall in the state. They have not had a blemish at home, and they are now tied early in this game to Northview 1-1. Face-off coming up. I think an early key for this game has been the strong face-off play by Northview. And that one's going to go for Sad. Oh. No, it looks like it's going to be Nope, Northview ball. That's another face-off won by Northview, Kyle. That's an important early trend here.
Yeah, earn those possessions, make it difficult for Centennial to get the ball on their side of the field and go on attack mode. Northview's doing a decent job of it right now.
And Northview staying aggressive. Ball on the far sideline, working over there. He'll swing it back up to top to Owen Perrine. Perrine will move it back to the side to Salkin. Slips down there on the far sideline. He's going to make a little run at the goal here. He's got a chance in front of the net. Misses it wide. And we got a penalty call, Kyle.
Oh, boy.
A lot of hooting and hollering on the far sideline. Have not seen where that call's going just yet.
I think a Northview player might have got bumped going into the crease. I don't know. Yeah.
32nd man up for Northview. I think Northview's going to come out of this aggressive, Kyle, to see if they can take an early lead here.
Yeah, got the advantage. Got to make the most of it, though.
Yeah, if you're not used to watching lacrosse at home, he's got a 32nd man up here. Good opportunity for Northview. Rhodes works it up to the top. And that's Perrine at the point. He'll make it back over to Rhodes. Rhodes has the one goal for them. About 20 seconds left in this man-up opportunity. Rhodes going to work now. Swings it to the far side. Shot on goal, just wide. And they're going to credit that save to Hensel. Hensel's made a couple of nice early plays for the Knights.
Yeah, both goalies they both lit up one goal, but both of them have been up to the task of turning back some nice shots.
Hensel looked to set it up, coming along the near sideline now. Hensel's way out of goal, and the Northview is harassing him. He better do something with his ball, Kyle. This thing is bouncing around, and it's going to be Rhodes coming at him. He's going to have a good look at it. Wide open chance.
What is the call? It's on the line. What is the call?
Referees are going to confer. That ball was sitting right on the line. We couldn't tell from up here if it rolled in. The referees aren't sure. They're going to call it a goal. Goal to Northview with 5:48 left.
I don't even know who scored that one with all the hullabaloo and the anticlimactic, but boy, oh boy, 2-1.
Yeah, Hensel took a risky move, came deep out of net there, lost possession, and Northview went right to work, swung it to the far side. Ball was bouncing around and just rolled itself right over the score line there. And Northview has the early 2-1 lead. This does not look like the defensive squad we thought we'd see from Northview. We thought they'd play a more possession game, and they are coming right at the Centennial Knights.
Yeah, got to score goals to win games. You can't win 0-0.
Centennial's going to be able to get the offense moving now. Syracuse working around. Back to Solomon behind the net. Solomon, 17, setting it up, tries to center to Syracuse. If he'd made that pass, Kyle, that would have been a big problem for the Northview keeper. He was right in front of the goal. Knights will go back to work, bringing it right up the middle now. And he fires one, and it's going to go wide and out.
Yeah, Ty Tom looking for his second goal of the game right there. Had a nice crank at it, but they'll maintain possession.
Yeah, Solomon will set up again behind the net, trying to get it into the front. And a shot, and it's saved again. Great save there. Nice, strong shot by Jack Rise, and a good save again by Johnson.
Noah Johnson.
Johnson's been on point so far.
Lenore Rhine's finest.
And now they've got an advantage here. Let's see if he can fire a shot, and he's going to get right to the middle, right in front of the goal, and a nice save by Hansel.
Very impressive.
And Centennial's not going to rest on their laurels. They're going to get moving here. They've got the opportunity. Syracuse moves it inside. Shot goes wide. No good.
Yeah, that exchange right there that we saw the field get very wide open, fast pace. I'm sure that's what Centennial likes to do. But a nice job again by Johnson, making sure a goal doesn't get in there.
Solomon sneaks it in front of the goal, and that's a score.
Spoke too soon.
Solomon to Syracuse. Just like it has been most of the season at the 4:29 mark, we have it tied up here by Centennial. And that was Solomon passing to Syracuse with the score. And that's the first goal of the night for Syracuse. And those are the stars. Those are the guys who are going to have to lead this offense. They've led it all year long. And at the 4:29 mark, we are tied up at 2-2. Another face-off coming. These have been critical. Northview's held its own at the face-offs here. About even so far early going in this game with 4:29 left in the first quarter. Now, that ball's bouncing around, and it's going to go Northview's way. That's another face-off where Northview's controlled possession.
Yeah, Grant Morgan has done a nice job. He came into this game winning 48 face-offs at 38%, so he gets the job done on most nights.
Northview will go to work. Slowing it down a little bit this time. Most of the offense has been generated by runs by number 10, Preston. He's been able to set it up from this near sideline, taking it into the middle. Working behind the net now. Paolo, one of the senior captains on this team. Trying to find something in the middle. It's not there. Being harassed. Fighting off the defenseman back there. Here comes a shot. Nope. Faked it, deked it. Another shot, and he finds the back of the net. And Northview takes the 3-2 lead.
Zachary Clow. Northview not backing down. They've seen a lot of good teams. I know it's early, but they have held their own in this first period. Got to feel really good about how this game's flowing right now.
Absolutely, and as you said, Zach Clow, number 1, another senior captain, has delivered for the Titans. Titans take this 3-2 lead, and this is not the kind of scoring game I would have expected out of Northview. This team's only put up about 7 goals a game, Kyle. They have 3 halfway through the first period here.
Yeah, Centennial only allowing just over 7 goals a game, but this face-offs, Northview's done a good job, but they don't get this one.
Reese bringing it up, number 88 for the Knights. Maintains possession. He'll try to flip it around. Harassed along the sidelines, and it looks like it's going to be Northview ball over there. Nope. Reese wrestles it back from the Northview defense. Knights making a run at it. He's got a clean look in front of the net, and that finds the back of the net. That is number 3, Ben Sheely, another captain for the Knights. And Kyle, this game's had plenty of fireworks. We still have 3 minutes to go in the first, and that is another goal.
Yeah, too quick right there. Northview, too quick of a lead, evaporates in less than 30 seconds. If they get the lead, they got to make sure not to give it back so soon. They're going to have to make Centennial work harder than they did just there.
And we're tied back up. This has been a high-scoring game. This is probably plays to Centennial's fate, you know, the way they like to play. They're a high-scoring team. They're okay with this kind of shootout. And Northview's either going to have to slow this down or find a way to keep the pressure up. Centennial comes out with it. Syracuse working it around. Behind the net now. This is a dangerous position. Northview's going to have to get some pressure on him here. Setting it up right in front of the net, and a nice save by Johnson. Johnson pokes it away, and Syracuse is going to go ahead and reinitiate the offense. 2:45 remaining in this 3-3 tie, first period. Looks like Solomon's getting a little bit of a rest here. I don't see him in the action yet, Kyle. Oh, there he is behind the net. Knights setting up the offense, trying to get something going behind the net. Firing from the top. No good, but it runs right to Solomon. Solomon will try to set it back up again. He's looking in front of the net, trying to find his teammates. Northview, Kyle, seems content to let him roll him back there.
Yeah, as long as he's behind the net, he can't hurt you as much as in front of the net.
Centennial patient here on offense. Everything's settled. Solomon making a move, tries to flip it over his head, and Johnson with a nice stop.
Johnson getting a good workout right now. He has been under siege, but he's done a nice job.
And Northview flips the field quickly here. They're going to try to get into the offense. Cradling it and moving it up to the top. That is Clow. He's already got 1 goal for the Titans. Northview making another run at it. Nice shot, and that's a score again. And that's Preston with his second goal. Preston Rhodes with his second goal of the night, Kyle.
Big-time score right there again. Now let's see what they can do. Can they close out this first period with the lead? We've got 1:16 left. I know Northview would feel great heading into the second quarter with a 1-goal advantage, but Centennial, they can counter and they can score quickly.
Yeah, 1:16 is more than enough time for the Knights to get possession and going. But if you're Coach Case from the Northview Titans, you got to be ecstatic with the way your boys are coming out. This is not a high-scoring team. This is a team that's winning with defense when they're winning, and the Knights are behind the 8 ball already, down 4-3 with 1:16 left in the first. And that one's popped away. Let's see if Northview can come away with it. It's bouncing around a few defenders' sticks. Looks like it's going to be Knights' ball here, Kyle. Look out.
Uh-oh.
Side comes up with the ball over to
Syracuse working in front of the net. Shoots behind his head and not able to get it through. Nifty little behind the head shot there, but it does not go. And that's Solomon going to work again. He's been really the initiator of the offense so far. Syracuse, number 24, working on the right. Fires it left. Reese back there to take possession. 40 seconds left here in this first period. Reese trying to get in the middle. Finds his man and finds the back of the net. Pretty pass by Reese to Solomon, and that ties it up, Kyle.
Too easy. A nice cut right there. And once Solomon gets that close, he knows where to put the ball.
Solomon's first goal, leading first assist for Reese.
Yeah, that was a nice play. Reese went back to retrieve the ball after the missed shot. He was unmolested, unharassed, walked himself right out into the middle of the field, and they're going to have to put a body on anybody coming from behind the net like that, or it's going to be a tough night. We're tied up at 4 at 36 seconds left. Northview can't lose momentum here, Kyle.
Yeah, they've
done a great job. They don't want to go down a goal here at the end of this quarter.
Got to close out quarter strong. Got to close out quarter strong.
Nice battle there. Looks like it's going to be Centennial. Centennial coming away with it. 30 seconds left in this first. Pushing the pace is Sod. He's already got 1 goal on the night. Let's see if Centennial can make something happen. Only 15 seconds left now. The referee's going to blow the whistle. Going to be Northview with one last opportunity with about 13 seconds left here to try to get one more score. Going with the lead. I think they're going to be aggressive with it, Kyle. Here comes a shot. Fire. Easy save by Hansel. Hansel's going to try to flip the field with 3 seconds left. Kyle, that's every goalie's dream. You got to fire it at the net when you have an opportunity. And lacrosse fans, we have a tie ball game here. Centennial Knights come into this game 13-1, undefeated at home and number 3 ranked. Northview limps into this one with a loss at 6-7 on the season, and it's been Northview controlling the action here early on, Kyle.
Yeah, Northview just coming off a loss at North Gwinnett, who was 13-0, lost 12-4 in that one. So again, they've done a great job of seeing some of the best teams in the state, and Centennial is one of the best teams in the state, and now we're getting closer and closer to the start of the state playoffs. This is where all that tough schedule really comes to fruition. Have you improved? Have you learned from those early losses? And it looks like Northview has improved, and they look a little bit better than that 6-7 record. There's a lot of game left to be played, and there's a lot more saves that Noah Johnson is going to have to make on Syracuse and Solomon and the rest of that nonstop Centennial Knights offense if they want to win this one.
Absolutely, and the key, for both of these teams is scheduling tough opponents and playing a hard schedule to set yourself up for the playoffs. You're not going to advance at the 7A level without playing a challenging schedule, and the Knights have certainly done that. They've scheduled tough out-of-conference games, came off a nice win Friday night beating the defending 1-5A champion Westminster, and squeaked out a win in that one, and they come in hot, winning 6 in a row, undefeated at home here at the Fortress. So uncomfortable position for them to be in. Tied. I think they probably looked at this one on the schedule and thought it was a bit of a mismatch, and Northview has shown up to play tonight.
Plenty of time left. Plenty. When you got an All-American, you got a guy going to North Carolina, you got a guy going to Maryland. You are not worried if you are tied after one. Just a little bit. Going to have to work maybe just a little bit harder in these next couple periods, but when you got those aces in your back pocket, you got to feel real good about your chances.
Second quarter about to get underway here. Tied 4-4. Centennial Knights in white. The Northview Titans in the navy. Been about even on the face-offs, which is not what we expected. Centennial's had strong performance at the X the whole season. And they will control this one. Coming out is Frankie. Number 1, but they lose possession, and Northview will go back on the attack. You know, it looked early on like Northview was going to play a little bit of a game of keep away on offense and try to slow this down, and that was clearly not the plan, Kyle. They have been very aggressive, and it's worked out in their favor. They've been getting good looks right in front of the net at Hansel. Hansel's made a few saves, but we find ourselves tied at 4-4.
I think it's been smart aggression, too. It's not just going willy-nilly, throwing it in there and just firing away. They've been good, smart chances, and that's why we're sitting here at 4-4.
Yeah, a lot of contact there. Ball bouncing around. Looks like Northview will maintain possession. So we come up on 11 minutes remaining in the second. Still tied 4-4. Northview with possession on the far side. Everyone getting settled here, and they'll try to get set up behind the net, I think. Making a little nice move here.
Ooh.
Coming at the goal now. No support in the middle for him, but here comes a shot. Fires, and he finds the back of the net, and that is tied up. Sorry, that would be 5-4. And that looked like Noah Johnson, number 9.
I think that was Sean Farrell. Was that number 3 that just put that one in there?
10:55 remaining in the second. Northview takes the lead. And you caught, what was the number there, Kyle?
I believe that was number 3, Sean Farrell, if I'm not mistaken. These numbers, you know, that neon green on that dark navy blue can be a little difficult, but I think that was number 3, Farrell. Would be his 14th goal.
Captain. And Northview takes the lead again. They have been playing from the front. Centennial's been playing catch-up all night so far.
Yeah, that catch-up hasn't lasted long. They get it in the next minute almost every time, it feels like. We got to see how long can Northview hold on to this lead.
Referee's having a little bit of a discussion, Kyle. Not sure what that's about down there. And we'll set up for a face-off here. 5-4, Northview Titans leading Centennial. Northview in the navy. Centennial in white. Looks like there was a penalty called after the goal, Kyle.
We'll see if Grant Morgan can win this one for Northview. Started off pretty well, but I think Caleb Sad has been kind of getting the best of him on these face-offs after a quick start for Northview.
Looks like that call went against the Knights after the goal, and they'll be man down here to start this possession. But Cesare coming out with it. Knights are man down, but that doesn't seem to bother them, Kyle.
Got to get a stop here if you're Northview. And we got a timeout.
Timeout called Centennial.
And Centennial calls a timeout with 10:38 in the second. Been plenty of fireworks from both sides. The offense coming early from Centennial's side from exactly where you'd expect. Syracuse, Solomon, also Ty Tom, a number of their senior captains. And for Northview, it's been Preston Rhodes early who's made the big difference, and Johnson in goal with a number of key saves.
Yeah, the stars have shined. No surprise. We haven't seen Syracuse and Solomon run wild yet, both of them with a goal apiece, but it's been a very evenly matched game. 5-4 on the scoreboard. Northview coming in 6-7, coming off a 12-4 loss at undefeated North Gwinnett, and we got Centennial, who has been playing extremely well all season long at 13-1, ranked number 2, ranked number 3 in a couple different polls, but right now it's been even on the field.
Yeah, Centennial down 5-4 here at 10:38. Undefeated at home, bringing us a stark 13-1 record. No losses at home, no losses in the region either. And the last time this Centennial team got the L was on March 16th, so over a month ago, to Lambert, who was the runner-up last year in 7A. So
yeah, and again, both these teams, they both played Lambert, and both of them lost by 11 goals. So the records say this game shouldn't be close, but if you wanted to point to one matchup when they both played possibly the best team in the entire state, they both fared pretty much identical. 14-3, a loss for Northview. Centennial lost 15-4, so even there and even here.
Yeah, Knights still a man down. Working around the left side is Sheely. Sheely, being harassed by 2 defenders, hits the ground, and Northview will take possession. They've got only about maybe 15 seconds left in this man advantage, Kyle.
Colin Ferguson, nice job there getting Northview the possession.
Yeah, they're going to try to move fast here. They've got the advantage. Now they move it into the front. Here comes a shot. Oh, that would have been an opportunity for a shot, but they're going to lose possession, and the Knights are going to clear this man down advantage.
I'll get it back. No. Oh.
Solomon looks to advance. Solomon along the left side. Look out. Here he comes right in front of the goal, and that is too easy, Kyle. You are not going to stop him when he gets a free run at the goal like that.
Yeah, again, that lead under a minute. And too quick. He's got a head of steam, and he's coming right at you. You know, he's got so many tricks in his bag of, arsenal to choose from, and he goes with a nice, easy finish right there.
Yeah, if he comes free like that down the sideline, you are in trouble if you are goalkeeper Johnson. And we have 9:58 remaining here in the second, and yet again it's tied up. Every time that's been tied up, it's been Northview to take a quick goal and get the lead. So let's see if they can continue to keep the pressure on the home team Knights.
We're tied at 5, just under 10 minutes to go in first half.
And Northview, again, will maintain possession off that faceoff, Kyle. That's been a key issue here early. Centennial dominating the faceoffs most of the time and not doing so tonight. Penalties over for the Knights. Tied up here at 5-5 with 9:42 remaining in the second. Northview in the navy. Centennial in white. Northview setting up the offense. Rhodes behind the net. Works his way out. They'll try to set it up top here. No, Rhodes is going to take a run at it. Rhodes still trying to find an opportunity. Harassed by 2 defenders. Spinning shot, and it's no good. It's a good opportunity for Rhodes, Kyle. He took on the 2 defenders, somehow shook them both off, and had a good look at the goal there.
Very shifty, couple of V cuts here and there. Get the defense going one way, spin back the other way, but unable to finish. But I expect to see a lot more of that from Rhodes.
Yeah, Rhodes is not done. He's got 2 goals tonight, looking for the hat trick. And here comes another shot, saved by Hansel. That shot was David Johnson, senior midfielder.
Oh, sloppy getting it out, but Northview can't take advantage.
Centennial working it up the far sideline now. That's number 6, Colin Hall. Looking down low, and that is Nicky Solomon, and he will drop it off to Syracuse. He'll try to bump his way through the front, trying to find an opening to fire a shot off. That ball's bouncing around.
Someone's got to take it for Northview. I thought it had a little bit of a miscommunication at one point. But
yeah, Solomon's still battling with him well behind the goal back there. And if he loses possession here, you're going to be in a lot of trouble with Solomon back there. Keeper's going to have to get this one out. Syracuse unable to knock it away, but Centennial's keeping up on these defensemen. And there's another penalty call. It's going to go against the Knights. Northview still in the advantage, though. They're going to keep it. Shots away, and that will be the whistle. That's going to be another penalty against Centennial, and this is their 3rd, I believe, so far in the early going, Kyle.
That sounds right to me. Yeah, it's been getting physical in spots there. Northview putting the pressure on Centennial, making it not so easy, and it's 5-5 right now. Plenty of time left, but Northview has held their own, and they've shown why they're such a good defensive team.
Yeah, Centennial was harassing the Northview defenders, not letting them get the ball advanced up, and it was too much. The referees blew the whistle on them, and now Parker Weiss will set up behind the goal there. Northview with the man advantage here at 7:45 left in the second. Tie game 5-5. Northview in navy, Centennial in white. Working it around to the top. Back up to the point is Perrine. Passing in traffic, and it looks like Centennial will take possession there. Not a great play there by Northview. Didn't need to pass that ball, Kyle, right into the middle of the traffic with 2 defenders on him. And now Centennial, even down a man, are going to try to stay aggressive. Still a lot of shooters out there. Sheely taking it behind the net. Sheely works it around. That's Reese. Reese flings it back out to the top. Looks like Centennial's going to be content to let this penalty run off. And that's Ty Tom. He's already got a goal tonight. Ty Tom, number 13, battling back there with the Northview defender. And their man-down situation is over. We're back to even strength. Sheely working it up top now to Reese. Reese kicks it up to the top side. That's Hall. Hall swinging it back to the ever-dangerous Syracusa. Syracusa is going to make some kind of attempt here, Kyle, I think. Yep, he sure is. He's moving inside. Fires it, and it goes over the net. You can just see Syracusa lurking out there. He just has that look about him. Even from up here, we can tell he's about to make a move.
Yeah, seeing a little bit of a patient approach right there from Centennial and trying to crack this tough Northview defense.
Yeah, Solomon's going to give it up behind the net to Sheely. Sheely, number 3, working from behind the net there. Coming up on 6 minutes left in the second. Tied up. Swings it. Solomon doesn't see what he wants. Reese's going to reset it. Fired and blocked.
Noah Johnson again up to the task, turning that one back. He saved 61% of the shots thrown his way this season and showing it off again tonight.
Yeah, Northview's going to take possession over Centennial, unable to maintain possession off the back of that ricochet. But, uh-oh, look out. Here comes an opportunity for the Knights. Let's see if they can turn it. Solomon moving it around. No, he's going to keep it himself. Oh, the defender lost his stick. Solomon's going to have a free look at this one. And that's the back of the net. You can forget about that, Kyle. That is his 3rd goal of the night.
Just a nice little deke fake step here. Like a Euro step in basketball almost. Frees up Solomon easily.
Yeah, Solomon was being harassed by a defender who lost his stick, and then it was all she wrote. There was no way to stop him at that point. He had a free look at the goal, and Johnson's been fantastic, but he's not going to stop Solomon from point-blank range like that without any defensive help, Kyle. Knights take, I believe, their first lead of the game here. 6-5 with 5:34 remaining in the half. This game slowed down a bit. It was 4-4 at the end of 1. Look out, Saad coming up. He's going to fire it to the middle. Ooh. And a miscue there. That was an opportunity missed by the Knights. Hall wasn't able to pull it in, but he would have had a nice look at the goal there.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for these floodgates to open up just a little bit. See Centennial put maybe 2, 3, 4 goals in a row, and that could give them all the space they need. But Northview holding tight. Let's see how they do trailing for the first time today.
Yeah, if you're Coach Case, you got to like the way your squad is playing here for the Titans. Nathan Yu bringing it up along the right side. He works it back around to Parker Weiss. Parker Weiss goes to work, try to set up the offense. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining in this half. Northview with some substitutions. Get some fresh legs onto the pitch. Preston Rhodes, he's got 2 goals already tonight. Northview working on the far side now, trying to find some kind of opportunity. Parker Weiss again, another one of their senior leaders. And this is what we saw early on from Northview. Good patience, moving the ball around, content to run a little bit of clock here and wait for their opportunities. Cade Portaro and behind the net. Portaro trying to find something in front. It's not there yet. And they'll swing it back up top. Here comes a shot, and it's wide right. And that shot was wide for Parker Weiss. It's like Northview's going to maintain possession down there. Referee's having a big run over here, Kyle. What's he got?
Something fell.
Oh. Not an issue. It's going to maintain Northview Titans possession as we are at 4-1-1 remaining in the second. Northview going to work behind the net, trying to find someone in front. Good opportunity for Parker Weiss. He fires it, and a beautiful stop by Hansel.
Yeah, I want to see Northview get the ball in the hands of Preston Rhodes. He's been really good for them offensively.
Shot, and it's blocked. Oh,
Noah Johnson. Noah Johnson. Hello. Impressive.
Tonight is senior night here at the Fortress for the Centennial Knights. They have 8 senior players that will be introduced. Another shot on goal, and that one goes wide as well.
He slings it in there from all angles. If he got to bounce it in, he's got to go upper shelf, top deck, lower corner. He's got everything in that arsenal.
I believe the lacrosse experts would call that a golf shot, the way he shot that one in there. This thing's bouncing around, and the flag comes out yet again. Not sure who the call's against down there, Kyle.
Push call against the Titans.
Okay.
All right. Call against the Titans, and at the 3:29 mark, Centennial will have the opportunity to add to this lead.
Could be a big moment here. They extend this to a 2-goal lead. You never know what happens. You might lose a little bit of your confidence if you're Northview. That resilience is going to come into play here if they lit up another one.
Yeah, big opportunity for the Knights to put the pressure on as we get to the end of the second quarter here. Working from the top side. Opportunity, and finds the back of the net. Beautiful pass, and that is Colin Hall with the goal.
Syracuse's first assist of the evening. First goal for Hall. Knights up by 2.
Knights take the 7-5 lead on the goal by Colin Hall, assisted by number 24, Ryan Syracuse.
That's 3 straight goals now. This is where you got to finish this half strong. Coach Caish's team, you got to find a way to put a goal on the board or hold them tight at 7-5. It gets to a 3-4 goal deficit at halftime. That's when it starts to get scary.
Yeah, I don't think, Kyle, that the Titans can afford to try to slow this game down. At this point, their best chances have been when they've stayed aggressive and taken it to the Knights. And that's what they were doing early on in this game. Hasn't happened so much here in the second quarter. And they've got to stay aggressive and try to keep putting points on the board, because holding the Knights' offense at 7 is going to be near impossible.
Yes, Centennial's been doing a good job at the midfield, winning some of these 50-50 balls and giving their great offense many more opportunities.
Yeah, Saddle set up the offense there. Far side now, Centennial and White working from the far side, trying to get into the offense. That would be Syracuse. Syracuse eyeing the defense, trying to see what he's got. Pushes it across the middle, but that is an easy save for Johnson. He had a player there, Kyle, if he could have found the other side of the field, but it wasn't able to get it across the middle. Johnson was up to the task. Dangerous opportunity here for the Titans. Johnson came way out of net. Knights will set up on defense here. Titans going to work. Substitutions with 2:22 remaining here in the half. Centennial and White, they are up 7-5. Trying to get something going. Fires it left of the goal. Northview will go to work. Number 4, Paolo back there. We haven't seen as much of Preston Rhodes, number 10 for Northview, since early on in this game, Kyle, and he was key early for them.
Yeah, tried to swing one in there right there, a little wide, maybe a little bit wild. I think he's been getting better shots earlier in the game, but yes, Northview is going to have to reestablish him.
Yeah, it's been mostly Parker Rice and Preston Rhodes on the offensive side. Fires one in, and that's stopped by Hansel. Hansel will come deep at a goal here with 1:40 left. Hansel trying to move it up ahead. Dangerous possession here.
Reese carries across midfield for the Knights.
And that's the other Reese, number 41 Reese, Sam Reese.
Patrick Ryan harassing him all over the field right now.
Swings it to the opposite side. Oh, he's coming free. Nobody's on him.
Don't
but
leave
Solomon
him.
not able to get anything going with that. Solomon maintains possession. Swings it across the opposite side. Syracuse driving the net. And it's deflected away again by Johnson, Kyle.
Boy, that is a scary Batman Robin team coming right at you, right down your throat. But Northview survives, lives another day, but they got to get a stop here.
Yeah, this possession isn't over yet. Reese's still working it as the clock goes under 1 minute. And they're hacking at him. They're doing everything they can to harass him and get it out of there. Northview will try to reset this thing. He gets pounded from behind.
Okay.
It's definitely going to go against
We
Tom.
are on a football field. We are on a football field.
Yeah, Ty Tom took it to him, and that's definitely going to go a call against them with 46 seconds remaining here in this half. and a good opportunity for Northview. They're going to take a timeout and try to settle this and try to see if they can get something on the board. It was 4-4 in a high-scoring first quarter, and Northview matching Centennial every way early on, but they've only managed 1 goal since then, and Centennial's kept the pressure up. They're up 7-5.
Yeah, Coach Brian Walls is not going to be pleased with Ty Tom if Northview is able to put a goal in with this 46 seconds left. If they cut this to a 1-goal game with a man down, he is not going to be too pleased about that last penalty.
Yeah, Coach Case for the Northview Titans will try to set something up here. This is a key possession. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Kyle, this is our last regular season broadcast, as most of these spring sports will move into the playoff mode starting next week or the week thereafter. We've been excited to be out and about around Metro Atlanta and beyond in Georgia. We've attended dozens of games in soccer, baseball, and lacrosse throughout the spring after our roughly 200 games in the basketball season. So it's been a fun spring for us here at Sportal Space. Kyle, what's been your favorite game that we've done so far?
I'm loving this game right here. This has been fun seeing an underdog against a heavy favorite, those scrappy Northview Titans, giving Centennial all they can handle right now. But, I mean, to be honest with you, I came into soccer season not knowing what to expect, but that doubleheader of Lakeside DeKalb and Norcross. I mean, go back on our YouTube page and watch that. You got a walk-off game winner in soccer with Lakeside DeKalb shocking previously undefeated Norcross boys. And then on the girls' side, Norcross able to withstand Olivia Cohen's hat trick to win in penalty kicks after a great 3-3 regulation. So those are two great games. If you're a soccer fan or just a fan of high school sports in general, go to our sports news page, Google us, Sportal Space on YouTube. Some great field sports action.
Absolutely. My favorite was definitely that girls matchup between Norcross and Lakeside on the soccer side, ending in penalty kicks. So 7-5 here, 39 seconds left. Centennial and White on defense. They are man down. Northview trying to get something on the board. They've only managed 1 goal this quarter after 4 in the first. Working along the far side, Northview and Navy trying to set it up with 24 seconds left, still with this man-up advantage. Here comes something on the top. Passes up that opportunity. Working it around behind the net. Maintaining possession is Paolo, senior attackman. Only 8 seconds left, and Northview content to let this clock run out, Kyle?
I don't know a whole lot about lacrosse, but I know I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, there were opportunities there. At least fire it at the goal. I don't see the downside in that one.
Yeah, you had the advantage there. You never know what can happen, but content with taking a 2-goal deficit into the half. Going to have to talk to Coach Case about the strategy there after the game.
Northview still coming into this game, probably on paper a bit of an underdog, coming in at 6-7, playing against the top team in the region, 13-1, 8-0 at home. The Centennial Knights ranked number 2 and number 3 by a number of sites. So if you're Coach Case, maybe you're just content to go into this halftime down by 2.
Yeah, I think we talked about it a little bit earlier in the game. We know they're going to be a very strong defensive team, but once you go down a goal or 2 or maybe even 3, who's going to be those guys to score those goals and make sure this game doesn't get out of hand? Because you can lose a game giving up only 10 goals and you'd still lose 10-5. You got to put the ball in the back of the net, and they had some great success in that first quarter, but in the second quarter, Centennial kind of packed it in, did a nice job defensively, and got loose on offense, and were able to extend this to a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, early on it was Preston Rhodes, number 10, the junior attackman for Northview. He's one of their leading scorers on the season, and he got 2 early goals, Kyle, and they really haven't been able to get him going. He is their leader on the season with 21 goals, tied with Parker Weiss, number 14. Parker has not found the back of the net yet. Why'd they stop working it to Preston Rhodes? He was really making things happen for him.
Yeah, you might have to give a little bit of credit to Coach Wallace over there at Centennial. They saw Preston Rhodes beat him a couple times early. I'm sure they've had more of a focus on him in that second quarter, and it has resulted in Northview just scoring once.
Yeah, tonight is senior night here at the Fortress as the Centennial Knights honor their 8 seniors. A number of captains, senior captains for this team being announced here at the halftime, being brought out by their families.
Next up, Michael Garrison. Supported by his parents, Mike and Lisa. Playing Centennial for 3 years. Other activities were football.
Beautiful night out here at Centennial High. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Kyle, we will have our bracket challenge coming up across all the spring sports. We had a couple hundred entries in the bracket challenges in the basketball season. I even saw you managed a number of victories in the bracket challenge. So you think you're going to have the same luck in lacrosse or soccer or baseball?
I am confident that I will win at least one. And if you want to challenge me, viewers at home, anybody, come take me on. But I'm putting it in the books. I'm going to win at least one. I'm going to grit my way to a victory in one of these brackets. I'm going to pull just enough magic out of my hat to win at least one state championship bracket.
Yeah, our bracket challenge will come out enhanced this time. Basketball, we were rushing to get that sucker live, and live we were. But this year, you'll be able to, for the spring sports, you'll be able to log in, track your progress, see your leaderboard, and it's going to feel like March Madness all over again for everyone playing at home. And the winners of the Sportal Space Bracket Challenge will have the ability to send us a picture or video of their favorite team and be recognized on the Sportal Space social media handles. As Kyle alluded to earlier, you can check out Sportal Space on YouTube. We've got full game broadcasts, highlight videos, feature reports, and interviews with players. Lots of good content and things to look at on our YouTube channel. We're glad you're able to join us tonight. And also follow us on Twitter for updates throughout the night in all the major sports across Georgia and the metro Atlanta area. Sportal Space giving you game updates and news on high school and travel sports. You will be seeing us as well across the travel community. We will be out there in a number of different sports. We had a great run, Kyle, over at the Halftime Sports Hoops to Dunk Cancer Classic this weekend. Saw some high-flying action, and you can see the top 10 counting them down video we just released this afternoon. We got dunks, we've got crazy blocks, we've got buzzer beaters, and everything you could ever want in that video.
You are right. If you're a fan of basketball and you like highlights, Sportal Space, we got you covered.
Yeah, and you can stay tuned over the next couple of weeks. We will have our spring sports editions of Survive in Advance throughout the basketball playoffs. We were giving you previews of the rounds of the playoffs as we progress throughout the state championships, and we were there to cover all the state championships in basketball, and we will have experts from across the state weighing in to tell you what to expect as we move through baseball, soccer, and lacrosse playoffs. So stick with us, keep your eyes peeled for all the action from the Sportal Space media team headed up here by Kyle Sandy. It's Brian Zwerner and Kyle Sandy on the mic tonight. We are excited to be here at the Fortress, the home of the Centennial Knights in Roswell, Georgia. Beautiful night, sun finally making its way down, Kyle, so it should be a little bit easier on us to catch the numbers for you as the lights come on here at the Fortress. If you're Coach Cage over there, they came out with the early lead. They kept the pressure on. What's he telling his team at half?
Keep doing what we're doing. We just got to get a couple better looks on offense, but defensively, know where Siracusa and Solomon are. Mark them at all times, as right now we see the great Nicky Solomon walk out on senior night, his final game here at home, or at least on senior night it is. They just got to make sure they do not lose track of him. You got to make everybody else beat you. If I'm a coach in basketball, I'm a coach in any sport, I want to try the best to shut down the other team's top players. I want to see what the quote-unquote role players can do. If you can chop off the head of the snake, you have a great opportunity. Again, easier said than done. Solomon got loose with 2 goals in that second period to extend this to a 2-goal lead. So Coach Case, got to do a good job. Got to find a way to slow down Solomon.
Yeah, when Solomon's had a couple of clear free runs at the net, and he's found the back of the goal 3 times already here in this first half. He is a dangerous scorer, and he has to be checked everywhere on the pitch. He can't be left alone at all.
No, just way too dangerous. And again, offensively speaking, I think Northview got to get Preston Rhodes back involved. And we have not called Parker Weiss's name too much. He came into this game with 21 goals, matched Preston Rhodes as the 2 leading scorers with 21 goals apiece. He has been very quiet. Let's see if they can get him some more opportunities in the second half.
He had a couple of good possessions on the near side here at the end of the second quarter, not able to get the ball into the back of the net. But and if you're Coach Wallace over there with the Centennial Knights, he's got this distraction of losing all his seniors to this celebration here at halftime. How does he regroup and keep the pressure on?
Yeah, they just got to stay focused. You've played this game many times before. It might be a special night, but all these kids, they've been playing hundreds and thousands of lacrosse games. Just got to execute. It's all about execution. Do not lose focus. You still got a couple periods left to play. Finish this game out. Make this a special night if you're Centennial.
Yeah, seniors will come in for a quick picture with their parents. There's about 2 minutes left in this halftime. It's been a fun game so far. Northview jumped out early, had the early lead. Centennial had the first goal, but Northview took a 2-1 lead. Centennial quickly tied it up. Northview jumped back up again, 3-2. Centennial, with 30 seconds later, tied it up. And then in the first quarter, Northview took yet another lead at 4-3. But that was the last time they led. It was tied 4-4 at the end of the first. And, Northview did jump out to a lead again at the beginning of the second, and that was their last lead and their last goal. They took a 5-4 lead, and the last 3 have gone Centennial's way. And it has been Nicky Solomon, committed to North Carolina, their leading goal scorer, Under Armour All-American. Coach Wallace told us he'll be heading up to Baltimore, to the beautiful stadium of the Johns Hopkins University for the Under Armour All-American game. I was up there, Carlo, in the summer. It is lacrosse heaven at Johns Hopkins.
I could imagine.
They are a Division III school in every other sport, Division I in lacrosse. I spent a little time with the Johns Hopkins basketball team, and they said those lacrosse kids get treated a little different around there.
I bet when you're that good and you're a national powerhouse every single year and you're the only team that's playing Division I, they must be doing something right over there.
Yeah, they got their own lacrosse locker room, and it's the only scholarship sport up there.
Boy.
So the Nicky Solomon will get that opportunity to go up there for the Under Armour All-American game before he heads off to North Carolina. We have another star for this team would be Ryan Siracusa. Ryan Siracusa was co-MVP with Solomon at the AJO Fort Lax event a couple of weeks ago. And he also has 285 career points, Solomon with 500. So it's been the star so far for the Knights. And Northview, I think one of their unsung heroes has been the man on the face-offs, because Centennial typically dominates at the face-off. Their man Saad has 67% face-off won, and certainly not tonight. It's about more even tonight. Yeah,
Northview did a really nice job early on winning those face-offs. I think as the game moved on and we got into the second quarter and we saw Northview, actually it was Centennial, see more success. I think Centennial did a much better job trying to even out the face-ups. They got a couple more loose balls, got some balls rolling in the direction of the Northview net, and they were off and running, and that opened up some good looks for Solomon, and they were able to cash in on them. So I think this game, it might be won at midfield. Got to earn those possessions, got to win those face-offs, give your team as many opportunities as possible. Let's see if Northview can regroup after a hot start and kind of getting a little cold in that second period.
Yeah, last goal for Northview was with 10:55 remaining in the second. Kyle, they've been shut out since then. Centennial's got a stingy defense. They only give up about 7 goals a game, but they have probably one of the most explosive offenses in the state. They average nearly 18 points a game, and they're not too far off their average with 7 here. But goalie Johnson for Northview's come up big a number of times early here.
Yeah, he's been very impressive, and he's going to see a lot more shots. They got to make sure it's not too crazy. They're going to have to do a good job defensively to make life a little bit easier for them and then get some counter opportunities going the other way.
Northview will start this period still man up here, so let's see if they can make something happen with the man up opportunity. Fires for the point, and a nice stop by Hansel. Knights will look to flip the field as the man up is over. And Knights have got an opportunity here again. Tom working it in the front. Tom trying to find the support from Reese. Working it behind the net. It's Solomon and Siracusa. Those two have been a terror so far. It's going to be free ball to the Knights, 7-5. Centennial with the lead here early going in the third. That is Sheely setting up behind the net. He's got 1 goal already tonight. Sheely trying to make something happen, squeezing it around the middle. It's not there. Syracuse took a look at the shot there. Solomon's going to fire, and he finds the back of the net. And that's his 4th goal of the night.
2 open right there. Nome was marking him. Syracuse hits him, and he gets to wind up and throw one right into the back of the net. And now, again, that's 4 straight. If we're dating back to the second period, down 3 goals. This is crunch time if you're Northview.
Yeah, you said it at halftime. They got to know where he is at all time. Nicky Solomon with 4 goals so far tonight. And Kyle, you said it, and they weren't listening. He cannot be standing by himself at any moment, at any time, if Northview wants to stay in this game.
Yeah, a little too easy if you let him crank that one. And here we go again, the face-offs, and they're going, and they're off to the races.
Saad takes it himself, and that's a goal. Saad won the face-off, and the floodgates are open here with 11:03 remaining. That is 2 very quick goals, and Centennial jumps up to the 9-5 lead. Northview had better watch out. This thing is getting out of hand, and out of hand fast.
Yeah, they're in trouble right now. We just said thought they were in trouble after that last one. Now it is definitely panic mode. We've got a lot of time left, but this Centennial offense is non-stop, and for Northview, their offense has been a little bit non-existent.
Saad won the face-off and just took it himself and fired it right to the back of the net.
That's what we were talking about. They just get those balls rolling, and
here we go. Saad coming up the middle again. I think he's going to fire it again. Here it goes right at Johnson. Johnson with the save this time, but oh my goodness, Kyle. Saad came same exact play. Nobody was able to check him. And Northview better tighten up here. It's going to get out of hand fast. Knights can score in a hurry, and they sure have. Trying to get something going on the top side. Fires it at Hansel, and that one's wide of the goal. Northview will maintain possession. Paulo behind the net. Trying to work it along the near side. Swings it over to Farrell. Farrell back up top. Bit of a dangerous play there. He has Sheely checking him. But this is the guy we said has got to make something happen. Preston Rhodes. Preston Rhodes trying to come across the middle. Attempting to get it to his teammate in front of the goal, but not able to make the connection, but they'll maintain possession. Northview works it over to Farrell. Farrell back to Farrell again. See if Farrell wants to wind up and fire here, Kyle. Spitting, looking for an opportunity, can't get the stick clear. They'll have to reset. Just under 10 minutes remaining, and Centennial out to a commanding 9-5 lead. And man, oh man, that happened fast, Kyle.
Yeah, need to see Parker Weiss get more involved here. I haven't even seen the ball on his stick too often. He's got to make an impact. 21 goals, he's got to do something if Northview wants to pull the upset.
Weiss working behind the net now, trying to get something free, not seeing any kind of opportunity here. And if I'm Parker Weiss, I'm just firing this thing at the net and hoping for the best right now because Northview's got to get something going on the offensive side.
Hey, that's what Centennial wants. You want them to start just heaving up Hail Marys and getting out of control, and that's how this 9-5 lead turns into an 18-5 lead in a hurry.
Trying to work inside, not able to get the opportunity. I mean, every player out there on Northview being harassed. There is no room to breathe, nothing clean and easy for them. Looks like Zach Clouse, senior midfield captain back there. He's got 1 goal tonight. See if he can make something happen. Swings it in front of the net. And another save by Hensel. Hensel's been good tonight, Kyle.
Yes, after that couple goals in that first period, he is really locked down, and the opportunities have come few and far between. The defensemen have played a nice game in the back for Centennial from that second period on.
Look out. Here's Canet taking it all the way up the sideline. He'll bring it into the front. And Syracuse. It's going to be Syracuse and Solomon again, Kyle. It's been those two all night, setting it up on the offensive side. Everything's settled now. Syracuse going to work. He's trying to find some kind of opportunity. Checked by 3 defenders, but he still maintains possession. Swings it across. And he had number 12, Max Lucas, over there and wasn't able to connect. But if Lucas had managed to catch that one, Kyle, Syracuse had drawn 3 defenders, and there was a lot of open space on that far side.
That's a win right there for Northview. Again, can they do anything with it? Centennial has just been so stingy lately. They've been so good and no free runs towards the goal.
Northview will bring it up the near sideline as we approach 8 minutes. Northview has not scored since the 11-minute mark in the second. They have got to get something on the board here to slow down the Centennial attack. We saw this early where Northview was content to run a little clock, but down 9-5, I don't think that's going to work for them anymore, Kyle. They're going to have to get aggressive.
Yeah, they need a goal bad. They got to start feeling good about themselves. Probably feeling a little down seeing this run get between a four-goal deficit now. They need to see the ball go in the net.
A nice opportunity here. Looks at it. It's not going to fire. Still maintaining. Works it around behind the net. There should be something here for the Northview, but their Knights are just not letting them breathe. Fires it, bounces it, and it bounces right over the goalie. Northview will maintain possession as we approach 7 minutes left. Still down 9-5 here in the third.
Yeah, got to make something happen at the X right there. See if they can get someone sleeping, turn the other way, find someone cutting towards the net.
Yeah, nothing doing there. Clow trying to set up the offense again. He's got a run at it, but he's got nothing there. No angle for him. Knights defense has been very strong tonight. Swings it across the middle. That's Owen Perrine. Perrine cradling it out and bringing the ball back out again as we're now under 7 minutes and it's still 9-5.
Little isolation.
Calm down a bit in the second period, but they're not finding any kind of good shot opportunities.
Just too far out, setting up their offense. Look how far away they are. Can't get anything going towards the net right now. It's just everything's so pushed out by that Centennial defense.
Here comes a run at it. Weiss tries to get it through, and it's deflected by the defenseman. And you know these Knights are going to run it onto the offensive side. They are not taking it easy at all out here. Solomon pushed away by Johnson there. And Syracuse with the deflection and the goal. And with 6:11 remaining, the Knights take a 10-5 lead. And that is Syracuse. That is his second goal. Kyle, they are doubled up now, and it is getting out of control. Northview has no answer. They spent a huge chunk of time on the right side of the field, or right to left on our side on the screen here. On the offensive side, they got nothing out of it. Really couldn't get a clean shot off. And just like that,
yeah,
Syracuse finds the back of the net.
We see how easy it is for Centennial and how difficult it is for Northview. Solomon just behind the net just, oh, let me just swing it on over to my other ACC friend right there. Well, I guess Maryland's not in the ACC anymore. We won't talk about that, but just way too easy. Just pitch and catch, and it's in the back of the net. 6 straight goals.
Yeah, this floodgates have been opened, and Northview is struggling to find any kind of offense here. Down.
Triple teaming.
Macy still comes out with it. There were 3 Knights or Titans around that one, and they couldn't get it. Possession. And he is right in front of the net. Pops it right over the top of the keeper. And that would be Solomon with his 5th goal of the night, Kyle.
You see the space, just one pass, and it's just one-on-one, one man. Solomon on Johnson, the goalie, just too easy. One pass, and he's right in front of the net. And the floodgates have officially opened. And now Northview might not win this one, but now you're playing for pride. You've seen a lot of great teams. You got to keep playing to the final buzzer. Coach Ned Case knew this was going to be a tough game when they scheduled it. You got to make the most of it. They got playoff lacrosse coming up. You got to take something away from this game.
Yeah, Reese drew 3 defenders there from Northview, and none of them were able to get the ball away from him. When he came away with it, it was an opportunity for Solomon right in front of the net. Ball's bouncing on Northview's side now. They'll try to get something going offensively. Haven't been able to get clean shots on the cage here. Down 11-5 with 5:30 left in the third. This game was close, Kyle. It was tied up at the end of 1, 4-4, and it's been a totally different game since then. Even
when Northview was winning this game, leading, it would be, oh, we got the lead by 1, and then 30 seconds later, Centennial will come right back like they're toying with them or just getting their feeling for them, and now they have definitely found a way to slow them down defensively, and they're still getting everything they want on offense.
It's really the defense of the Knights that's been dominant here. Northview unable to get any kind of clean looks on goal, and when they have, Hansel's been up to the task since the first period when he let 4 through. He's only given up 1 since, and he's seen some shots. He's had to make some saves, and he's been up to it. Whirling around in front. Opportunity here if he can get something going. Knocked away by 2 defenders. Nice defensive play again by the Knights. And Kyle, you know these guys aren't going to lay back. They're going. And Meskel pushing it up. Meskel's going to try to fire here. Loses the rock. It's careening around in front, and I think Northview may have this one. Nope. It's going to be Centennial. Meskel still fighting down there. He's come all the way up into the offensive side. Looks like Northview's come away with this one. See if they can do something here. Try to get it moving, but unable to keep it. Syracuse, look out, Kyle. Here he comes again, right in front of the net, over the top of his head. Oh, and he misses it wide.
Man, I like Colin Hall with that over-the-shoulder pass right there, setting up Solomon, unable to finish, but getting some great looks. You're just seeing the high level of skill tonight.
That was a pretty play. Went over the top of his head to his teammate and just missed wide. Here comes another shot, and that one's no good by Ty Tom. It's been Nicky Solomon with the offense. He's got 5 of their 11 goals so far tonight. Ringing the register on senior night is Nicky Solomon.
Cashing in. He's going to cash in when he goes to the pros too. I'm sure he's got a professional future in lacrosse.
We've seen a couple Georgia Swarm shirts out here tonight. Nice to see the lacrosse supporters here at the Fortress, home of the Centennial Knights. Tonight's game brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities to use sports. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Working it around. That is Ty Tom again. Behind the net to Syracuse. Playing catch back there. Kyle, when Northview's on offense, they don't seem to have this kind of spacing.
No, I mean,
it's just too easy out there. That ball bounces right in front of the crease and not handled by the Knights. So Northview's going to try to get back on offense here if they can. Johnson's having to come quite far out of the net just to get something going. Throws it across midfield. And here's an opportunity for them. They've got to get some kind of shot here. See if they can find the back of the cage.
Centennial's just been suffocating, closing in. Once they get close, running to the goal, you see 2-3 guys just suck them up like a pack line defense. They're all over, and they're getting very physical with them. They've really ramped up the physicality, using those sticks, using that body. You're not coming into the crease or anything close to it without getting bumped.
Nice move by Preston Rhodes, but 2 defenders checking him. Here comes another nice move by Rhodes. Rhodes fires it, and there's Hansel with another big stop.
Great save.
Yeah, Rhodes had a good look at that, had a one-on-one with the keeper, and Hansel batted that sucker away, took care of it. He's played very well tonight. Syracuse working behind the net. Coming up on 2 minutes left in this third. This is a dangerous opportunity again. Centennial's going to bring it back out and reset it. 11-5 here with the Knights in white leading Northview Titans in navy. Just under 2 minutes remaining in this third period. Behind the net to Solomon. Solomon swings it back out on top. Ty Tom trying to set it up. Over to Syracuse, number 24, working behind the net with Solomon again. Those two have been money tonight for the Knights. Tom trying to center it. Knocked away. Going to be chased down out there by Colin Hall. He's got 1 goal tonight, number 6, Colin Hall for the Knights. Back up to Tom. Syracuse coming up on 1 minute remaining now in the period. Oops, Tom unable to corral that one, but he gets it back. Northview's completely defensive here now, Kyle. They're not even able to get to these Knights players. Tom will reset. Centennial's so disciplined. Spacing's been great all night long. Passing has been crisp, and that's led to easy opportunities for them.
Yeah, they want to get out and run.
He'll fire. That one misses.
They want to get out and run, but they are more than content with the 6-goal lead. Work it around. Northview trying to bend and not break, but just too much again.
There's another score for number 6, Colin Hall, his 2nd goal of the night with 42 seconds remaining. At least Northview kept it close for a little while there. It went 5 minutes without any scores, but it was a 5-4 Northview lead with just under 11 minutes left in the second, and the floodgates open. The Knights have ripped off 8 straight goals, and they now lead 12-5 with 42 seconds left. And Northview's not out of the woods yet. They still the hot water yet. They still got to get control of this face-off.
Yeah, one team has an All-American and a player going to a Big Ten school. The other team doesn't. And I think we're just seeing just too much skill, and it's just reigning supreme today.
Opportunity here for Northview if they can get something going with 30 seconds left in the period. Trying to set up behind the net. They're going to have to get something going fast here. Working around to Andrew Oman. Back up to the top side now. Here comes a run. If he can get it to him. And that one's knocked away by the defenseman. Northview maintains possession. Only 10 seconds left now in this period. Trying to get something going is Preston Rhodes. 5 seconds left now. Unable to get anything there. No call by the referee, and that period is going to end at 12-5. It is all Centennial Knights as the third period comes to an end. 12-5 is the score now. Tonight's game has been brought to you by Sportlespace. Sportlespace connects communities through youth sports. Sportlespace, every practice, every game. Brian Zwerner and Kyle Sandy here. We got 12 minutes remaining in this game, and if you're Coach Ned Case, at this point, you're just looking to show these guys they can compete at this high a level, because Centennial is going to have a lot to say about how this 7A championship is decided, I think, Kyle.
Yeah, just fine-tuning for the playoffs. You're not expected to win a state championship this year, but as much experience as you can get, and maybe you can play spoiler if you're in the state tournament. You never know what can happen. We saw it in the first period. They looked very good. It was, 4-4 after one. They showed they could play with the big boys, then just ran out of gas. But you just want to get these guys ready for the postseason. And if you have any underclassmen, guys that aren't seniors that are coming back next year, you're getting great experience playing the schedule that Coach Ned Case has put together.
Non-region game for both teams, so not going to affect playoff seeding at this point. Northview sitting in 4th, but in comfortable position to make the playoffs for the next another year under Coach Case. They made dropped in the Sweet 16 last year to Walton. Centennial Knights advanced all the way to the Final Four and looking to improve on that this season as they return a number of key players this year. Have an opportunity to really make something happen in the playoffs. Coming to you live from the Fortress, the Centennial Knights Stadium here in Roswell, Georgia. Beautiful night for lacrosse. Non-region game for both these squads. Centennial undefeated in their region, sitting in first place. Their last loss over a month ago to Lambert, who was the runner-up last year and one of the top teams in the state. Somebody that Centennial is going to have to figure out how to get past if they're going to have a chance to win a state championship. Their last state championship came in 2013, so not too long ago, 5 years ago. And it would be nice to make that round-trip move here 5 years later. Plenty of talent out there in lacrosse in the state of Georgia, though. And there are a number of teams that will have something to say about this one. Knights not laying back here, up 12-5 as the start of the 4th. Rolls them over his shoulder. Centennial maintains possession. Yeah,
you see Northview getting aggressive, getting physical right there, but they just literally shrug it off their shoulder, and Centennial maintains possession.
Centennial with some substitutions, working around to Reese. Reese setting up on the near side, number 88 with the ball. Behind the net now. Got Solomon. He's got 5 goals tonight. Solomon centering pass, knocked away. Northview will take over on offense. Johnson with the save. Northview has not scored since the 10:55 mark in the second. It has been all night since that beginning of the second period. Hansel with a nice save. At least you see Northview try to get the ball into the cage there, but nice behind the back pass.
Yeah, Hensel's been a brick wall back there, and you're starting to see those attackers for Northview, just getting frustrated, not even getting many looks, and then when they do, it's running into a stone wall.
Reese trying to get the offense going, swings it back up top to Meskel. Sorry, Sheely, that is, number 3. Solomon made a little run across the crease there. Back up top. That's Sheely trying to set it up. And Reese will go to work behind the cage. Swings it out top. There's Solomon with a sidearm shot, and it's wide. Solomon was going for a 6th goal tonight there, Kyle.
Yeah, he's feeling good. Adding on to those, what, over 500 career points now. He is a legend here.
Free run again for Solomon. Over to Syracuse. Back to Solomon. Let's see if he fires another one at the net. Under 10 minutes remaining now in this 4th period. Centennial up by a score of 12-5. Working it around to Sheely. Solomon with a nifty little piece of stick work there. Tried to get the ball to Colin Hall running across the front of the crease. Unable to connect, but they maintain control, and Syracuse will go to work on the top side. Back behind the net to Sheely now. Setting it up is Reese. Back to Solomon. Kyle feels like Northview's content to just play some defense here and see if they get to the end of this game. They are not pressuring this the offense at all, not going after anybody out here right now. They're laying back and just making sure they don't give up another goal.
Yeah, a little tired, and I don't think they're going to get too many takeaways. Just wait for the Centennial to make a mistake and see if they can get something going the other way.
Numbers if they can maintain possession here. He'll fire it at Hansel, and it bounces around. And a nice play there.
Northview recovers.
Good opportunity. Parker Weiss will try to get something going here on the near side. Weiss is going to take a run at it. Thinks better of it. He's going to move it back around. That's Portaro. Portaro will swing it back up top to Clow. Clow thinking about firing from way back there, Kyle. He's got Clow on the right. Bouncing around. He's going to have to reset this one. Coming up on 8 minutes remaining in the 4th, Centennial with a commanding 12-5 lead here over Northview. Centennial, the home team here. We're in the Fortress, the home of the Centennial Knights. Northview trying to get some kind of shot, fires it at Hansel and popped away again. Weiss has it, back up top, fakes the shot, works it to his teammate on the far side, and he is not able to get anything going. Preston Rose will look to reset it.
Yeah, you can see right here, if Northview's scoring, it's going to be off the team. It's going to be a lot of pass, a lot of cutting. If you're Centennial, you just give the ball to Syracuse. You just give the ball to Solomon. You can clear out. They got that individual playmakers one-on-one. We saw a little bit of that from Preston Rhodes in the first period, but unable to break free for Northview.
Yeah, nice idea to try to work it into the middle in front of the cage, but harassed by 3 Centennial defenders and nothing doing, not even able to get a shot off. As we go under 7.5 remaining in this 4th period, Centennial Knights with a 12-5 lead. Northview struggling to score, and Hansel's been, as you said, a brick wall back there, not letting anything through since early in the second after a good first quarter push by Northview Titans. Nice shot and another save.
He's been good. He's been good. Turns back 48% of the shots he sees on the season, and I think he's been well above 50% tonight.
Yeah, nice crowd out here for the Knights on senior night. Had 8 seniors announced at the halftime. Swinging it to the far side is the Northview Titans in navy. Centennial Whites defending in white. Northview moving left to right on your screen here. It's been a bit of a scoring drought for the Titans. They'll fire that one. And it was saved again by Hansel. Oh, Hansel lost possession here. And he's going to face a one-on-one with Weiss. Weiss unable to fill it cleanly. And
that sums up the type of night it's been for Northview. Loose chances, trying to get that ball, can't get it on the stick, you miss it, and then you get clobbered.
Yeah, he didn't see that one coming. That looked like a wide receiver coming across the middle.
And it's we got a penalty on Northview, even though they're the ones that got smacked. Let's see if they change the call. But initially, it looks like it's going to be on the Titans.
The Titans don't need to go down a man at this point. Down 12-5. Centennial has completely controlled this game. The first quarter, Northview came out with some great spunk. Had the lead a number of times. We're up 5-4 with a 10:55 left in the second. And then the wheels came off. But Coach Cage's crowd here, the Northview Titans, they are still battling. They're staying in it.
Solomon didn't score his first goal of the game till the 36-second mark of that first quarter. And after he saw one goal go in, he scored 2 more in the second period, then added on 2 more in this third period, and see if he gets another one in the fourth. But that 36-second goal, we said, you got to close out these quarters strong. They lit up just a little bit. You let the superstar get a goal, and the rest is history. It's not a close game right now.
Yeah, we got offsetting penalties, so we'll see 5-on-5 lacrosse, a little bit more wide open.
Okay.
Probably plays to Centennial's hands, but Northview is going to have to try to make something happen in this 5-on-5 opportunity with 6:14 remaining in the game. Tonight's game brought to you by Sportal Space. Sportal Space connects communities through youth sports. Sportal Space, every practice, every game. Brian Zwerner with Kyle Sandy, excited to be here at the Fortress, the home of the Centennial Knights. Sportal Space bringing you game updates and news on high school and travel sports across Metro Atlanta and beyond. Follow us on Twitter. Check out our YouTube page where you are. Highlight videos, features, interviews, and live game action across the Metro Atlanta area and Georgia. Still getting the players settled on this 5-on-5 opportunity. We had offsetting penalties. I'm not sure where this ball's coming in, Kyle. The Centennial ball. A little bit wide open here, which got to favor the Knights. And I got to believe they're going to keep playing to score, Kyle. They don't look like the kind of squad. Reese trying to make something happen right in front of the cage. Ball's bouncing around. Oh, no, it's Solomon with it. Looks like Johnson stopped it, though.
Man, you got like 3 or 4 Northview guys surrounding one Centennial player, and then somehow the ball squirts over to Solomon, and luckily they don't score right there, but goodness gracious, just having a heart attack over there.
Just exactly the wrong guy standing in front of the net. And Johnson came up big to keep this thing from getting worse. Nice move through the traffic by Northview. Northview, 5 minutes and change left. They're going to fire. It's Weiss firing, but he fires wide of the cage. And that ball is out the back by Northview, maintaining possession. Still 5-on-5 out here. 5:17 left in the fourth. 12-5 lead for the Centennial Knights. And that's been our score since the end of the third. Centennial's been slowing down offensively a little bit. And nothing doing for Northview on the offensive side. Penalty is over, and we are back to 6-on-6. Weiss will fire again. Another nice stop.
Man, he's been so good. So good after that first period.
Yeah, Coach Wallace sticking with his keeper after he gave up 4 goals in the first. Very uncommon for Centennial.
Yeah, allow only 7 a game, and we were like, oh, man, you got 4 in the first quarter, quick 5th in the second. We said, oh, boy, something's got to give. They're stuck on 5 right now. It's going to be below the season average.
4:30 remaining left in this fourth period here. Centennial Knights go to work again on offense. They'll play a little bit slower now, I would expect. That's Ty Tom firing at the net, and Johnson's up to the task. Johnson better watch out. Syracuse and Solomon still checking him now. Solomon following the keeper out. He's not getting any break with the 7-goal lead, Kyle.
Not at all.
Surprised Coach Wallace hasn't got a little deeper into the bench with 4 minutes left in a 7-goal game here. But he's sticking with the Stars. He's still got Syracuse and Solomon out there. Turnover, Knights will take possession here. Reese, nobody near him. See if the Knights go quick here. Knights are going to have a substitution. They're going to wait for for their 6 to get down there into the attack zone. Knights getting a little bit of movement into their bench now with 3:30 remaining and a comfortable 12-5 lead. Here comes another opportunity. Let's see if he gets a shot in front. Ball bouncing around, and it's going to be Knights possession behind the cage. Looks like Solomon to take it back there behind the goal. Reese back up top to Sheely. Around the far side. Syracuse going to work. Back to Solomon. He's been unbelievable tonight, Kyle. Everything that he was billed to be. He's got 5 goals in this game.
Very impressive. Easy to see why he's an All-American.
Yeah, he's lived up to the billing tonight. Absolutely. Solomon again behind the net. Let's see if he tries to come out and make something happen here. Nice pass across in traffic, but it's going to bounce away, and it will be Northview ball. Just under 3 minutes remaining in this 12-5 game.
Now you're just hoping let's get one in the back of the net. Let's not get shut out in the second half. We're not winning this game, but let's find a silver lining. I mean, we had great success in that first quarter and early in the second quarter, but we played a lot of lacrosse since then. I want to go home on a positive note if I can.
Now looks like it's going to be a timeout for Northview. I think Coach Case is thinking the same thing as you. He wants to show these guys on his team that they can hang with the big boys, that they've still got some fight left in them with 2:34 remaining in this 12-5 game. Northview Titans over there in Navy, coached by Ned Case, one of our colleagues. Ned did a lot of work with us during the basketball season, and we'll be excited to have him back working with us a bit over the summer, we hope. Tonight's game is brought to you by Sportlespace. Sportlespace connects communities through youth sports. Sportlespace, game updates and news on high school and travel sports. Sportlespace, every practice, every game.
You know, I hate that our esteemed colleague Jacob Gastonberry could not be here tonight. He's done a great job covering lacrosse during our Peach State Pulses of the Week. Jacob, big-time performer. Hopefully we can see him at a couple more lacrosse games throughout the season, but keep an eye out. Jacob Gastonberry, a good name to remember during the lacrosse season.
Yeah, if you're just learning about Sportlespace for the first time tonight, check out Sportle News on our website. You can see stories from across the A and beyond. Search by sport. You can search by school. Read about your favorite school, your favorite sport, or just read about all the news across Georgia high school sports on the Sportle News tab of the Sportlespace website. We got 2:34 left in this game. Coming out of this timeout by Northview, Brian Zwerner and Kyle Sandy here from Sportlespace. Excited to be here at Centennial Knights home, the Fortress up in Roswell. We are hoping to sneak in one more broadcast, Kyle, of some soccer before the season runs out. I know there's been some impassioned pleas to try to keep Sportlespace on the air, and we even heard that there are some other folks trying to get us out there before the end of the season, so hopefully we can work something out to keep you live throughout the playoffs. If not, watch our Twitter feed, check out our website.
There's one. Look at Coach Case. Look at that.
Northview not giving up, and they managed the only goal so far here in the fourth. 12-6 as Northview finds the back of the cage.
There's Parker Weiss. Finally, we call his name, gets on the board, and again, the positives. Got to look for the positives. They get one at the 2:11 mark here, 12-6.
Yeah, nothing to be ashamed of for Northview. They played very well and have stayed battling to the end, and they've calmed down here on the defensive side in the fourth period. Haven't allowed the Knights to score since the third. So there's a lot they can build on as they move into the state playoffs. They're not going to see teams this tough early, I would hope.
Ball's loose.
In the
Comes up with the loose ball in the face-off.
Saad, he's been strong on the faceoffs. The first quarter, the faceoffs were about even, and that was a key to the game early for Northview. But since then, Saad has just dominated at the X.
Yeah, they did a great job. Centennial, slow start, but they've definitely won a lot of possessions at midfield.
Yeah, it's been a key for them. They've stayed on the offense, and then it's been Solomon and Syracuse and a number of other players contributing. Colin Hall with 2 goals as well, and some nice play across the entire attack for the Knights. 1:30 remaining here. 12-6 is your score. Centennial Knights up on Northview.
Solomon with the ball behind. 1:20 left to go.
Northview looks to flip the field here with just about 1 minute remaining in this game. Johnson's going to come deep out of goal, still being harassed. Centennial not letting up even with a minute left and a 6-goal lead. I don't think they know about taking it easy at this Centennial Knights squad. They play hard, they play fast the whole game.
Yes, they do.
Northview not giving up here. They're going to try to see if they can get something else on the board. Win the quarter would be the mantra there for Coach Cage. Northview's going to fire away. And that one is wide to the right. Northview maintains possession with 40 seconds left here, 12-6.
Yeah, this game's going to be finishing just at the right time. It is getting windy out there. We see that USA flag blowing proudly in this nice, great, cool weather tonight. But we'll see. Again, 38 seconds left. Can Northview get one more? Might be content with running this clock out, but a great night of lacrosse.
Yeah, it was about 80 degrees when we got here and sunny in the press box, and now it's a beautiful 70 or so with a nice little breeze coming in. Been a nice night for lacrosse. We hope you've enjoyed. We've had a great time here. Brian Zwerner and Kyle Sandy from Sportal Space. 17 seconds left in this game. Northview may try to fire one more at the cage before this ends. Jordan Weiss trying to get something going over there. Sorry, Parker Weiss trying to get something going over there. Jordan Weiss, Kyle, is actually my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Unrelated, I believe. And that is your final. 12-6. The Centennial Knights pull out the win on senior night. It was Nicky Solomon, senior attackman, with 5 goals, and Syracuse with 2 as well for the Knights. 2 goals for Preston Rhodes for Northview, and a result about online with the season averages here. It's been a lot of fun tonight. Kyle had a great time. This is our last broadcast of the regular season for the spring sports. Check back through the rest of our broadcasts. You can see lacrosse, a great matchup between Roswell and Pope. We did a lacrosse broadcast, plenty of soccer, baseball game for you. We hope to be live during the playoffs if we can work something out. Kyle, any final thoughts before we wrap?
Very impressive on both sides. Centennial, the better team throughout the entire season. They proved it, but tip your cap to Northview. Very good defensive team. The well-ran dry offensively. I think both of these teams are 2 teams you're not going to want to see come state tournament time. But Centennial, the superstars were all they were cut out to be. Nicky Solomon, Ryan Syracuse, and a couple of those other players, Ty Tom, Sam Reese, and Austin Hensel. Very impressive in net. Very nice performance from both teams, and I was glad to be able to see it in person with you, Brian.
Yeah, thank you very much. And this is Kyle Sandy and Brian Zwerner saying good night from Sportal Space.